Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Mahjong Monday. I'm excited. We're in Gold Room, baby. We got an event coming up soon. I think literally like tomorrow they're doing maintenance. I'm excited. I'm excited. And as a little bit of housekeeping, if you're not aware, I'm doing a little donathon to raise money for a new model. I've been streaming for 3 years. We're at the start of the 4th year of me streaming. Oh, all expert 3. That's dangerous. If you like what I do and you want to help contribute to the next era, Node 3.0, I appreciate all contributions towards that. I have a great artist working on my model. And I'm really excited to enter a new era, a new eon. But uh, I have had a ton of fun getting to stream and having this be my job. So I am incredibly grateful. And I'd like to revamp the stream to reflect my dedication. So if you're interested, go feel links in chat. But I appreciate your presence nonetheless. Oh, we toss that. Toss the one. Hi, Baz! Thank you for your contribution to the model fund. I saw. I need to set up the auto squeaks. I don't know how to do that on Kofi. But thank you very much. I don't know if you were still hanging in chat when I got your dono. We're in Gold Room, which is dangerous because I'm not good at this game. And all these people are expert rank 3. Okay, that's good. 5-6 is good. We ditch one of the 6s. I have heard tell of the Mahjong and Infinity Nikki. I am curious, but I don't know if I'm reinstall the game curious. Cause it's a big honker on my hard drive. But if you've played any of it, how is it? Is it interesting? I mostly have just seen people in the like automated Mahjong feed on Blue Sky being mad at it, because they have to play it to progress or something. Okay, we don't deal in. I'd rather not pay out any points. Dealer pay-in is not great, but especially with a half flush. Yeah, bad beginner instructions. That is unfortunately not uncommon, I think. So we're on the back foot here, which is not great. Do you happen to know what variant it is? Is it Ricci, the Japanese mahjong, or is it Sichuan or Hong Kong or something like that? Or is it unclear? If their instructions aren't very helpful. Yeah, I figured because it's Chinese, it probably wouldn't be Ricci. I don't know. I'll have to check it out at some point, but like, holy crap, the amount that my computer sped up when I uninstalled it for space. I don't know. You can do it on your phone or whatever. So maybe I'll download it on my phone. Not worth downloading for. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little spoiled for choice when it comes to Mahjong engines. So, yeah, we'll ditch the one. Our seat wind is Dora, but I don't think we're gonna be able to cash in any of that. I say as we draw one. It's a safe discard, at least. It's not a safe discard. Fuck me, I suppose. Well, goodbye, my points. This is a great start to the day. This is why Gold Room scares me. Also, I love that 2 of the people in this room have the character that I like. That I will play as soon as I max bond her. There is one problem here, which is that it's like suboptimal for getting like bond points to play with a character that you don't have max bonded. So like I don't switch up who I play with very often because it's like more optimal since I have max bond with Anju. I love Anju, but I also got some new characters and I would love to play as them. But I gotta finish max bonding them before it's optimal. Which is... I'm a little bit making ice cubes on that instead of playing the video game. I could have ditched the 9 instead of the north, but I don't think it'll ultimately make that much of a difference. We're not too far, but the tiles that would improve our hand are not ideal. 4-5 is good, the 7-9's sloppy, the 5-8's nothing. This is... all my Sozu are great. But this is a curious situation. Okay, 5-7-9 is better than just 7-9. If we need to, we could pair 5 and then ditch one of the ones for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, there's another 1. So we have pair 1 and the 1, 2, 3. Ditch the 5 peen. Don't deal in. Cool. Now we have a 4-5, and we have a club sandwich here on the 5-7-9. White's already dead. Don't gotta worry about that. I had to download Mahjong Soul onto my tablet. So I have an iPad that I got secondhand that I don't use that much, and I should put Mahjong on it so that later this month when I take my partner to surgery, I'm going to be waiting a ton. That way I can play on that and not destroy my hands holding my phone and my eyes. So I should download Mahjong Soul on that. Probably Amatsuki as well. The problem is they're gonna fucking update it, and then I'm gonna forget, and then I'm gonna have to update it while I'm waiting. Which I guess I'm not gonna have anything better to do. But... okay. We're doing alright. I mean, it's a bad wait. In theory, we could create a Suji trap. But not intentionally. We drop a 3. Okay. This is the other... okay, we've got the Suji trap set up. The problem is, I think the odds of dealing in here are relatively high, and we don't have discard control. Okay, yeah, we lose our each bet. At least we don't have to pay out all of this. And we're on all last. Not looking great. Have a Dora in hand. Pitch west. And then probably... I was gonna say green, but the one so is bad. Okay, now green, then white. I don't really understand the dragon discard priority, aside from green first, because there is one Yaku that requires your tiles to all be green. Between white and red, I don't know if there even is a discard priority, but if there is, I don't understand it. This one is technically extraneous to the 2-4, but because it's Dora, I figure I may as well hold on to it. I need all the points I can get. And unless I do something pretty crazy here, I'm not repeating. I mean, is it crazy to go for Cheetoy here? It is, I think. I think that's absolutely not worth the risk. I mean, I need something huge. But I think going hard on Cheetoy is a mistake. That's terrifying. So I have to play around that, and I have a dog shit hand. Let's just not deal in. Dealing in here is very bad. I'm just trying not to lose rank points. Yeah, because if I had been down another 1,300, I'm gonna lose rank points regardless, but I'd rather lose 70 than 100. Alright, let's run it back. Run that one back. Took 15 minutes for us to get obliterated. We can climb back. We can crawl back up. Ugh. My bones. The weather has not been kind to me today. I woke up this morning and my hips were not having a good time. Apparently I have bursitis. This is what the physical medicine doctor told me. Um which is a fancy way of saying your hips suck. So that's fun. I mean, I kind of knew that, but hello, welcome in. Did some gold room. Yeah, toss that. And so far, middling success. And by that I mean I got 4th place. But I didn't bust. And that's what matters. We started M6 last week. And we've got to like, I want to say 50, 56%. And basically gotten to the start of ads phase, which I'm expecting is going to be our big stumbling block. But it's fun. It's exhausting, because I have to learn a new fight all over again instead of just continuing to refine the one I know. I haven't gotten a lot of opportunities to get to know my beautiful Yan. Um, but yeah, I'm enjoying being fucking melted. It's certainly something. Probably could have tossed the one here instead of that in case I needed to snag a quick pair. I think I made a misplay there. But M6 is neat. I ran the normal just in roulettes the other day. And was flabbergasted. Because I was like, where's all the stuff? Where's all the happening? But it's been fun. I really like. I'm still improving my ability to read it, but I really enjoy the mechanics so far. It's very colorful. It's not like too complicated. I mean, ads phase is complicated. No, we haven't gotten to the second yen yet. That's gonna be fun. For cactus phase, we've been just hanging out in the northwest rather than going middle and dodging everything. I don't know how common that strat is. It's something our black mage said that they used to do with their other static, so I don't know where it comes from or if it has a name, but generally northwest being safe has been helpful. So then I tried to, like, just out of instinct, I kept stuff northwest in the normal, and it's like the pattern's not the same. There are so many cacti there. So I got a couple of people killed, but that's fine. Oh, this is bad. This is not good. Need to make some calls and get on Tenpai. Works for like 2, maybe 3 of the 4 patterns. Yeah, there's some where like Northwest starts unsafe, so you go like a little more center, but then you're fine. You just move Northwest when it becomes safe. But it's, I mean, it's vibes, really. Don't like this weight. Yeah, 4-0 was incredibly dangerous. I realized that after, and also like the 4-6 would have been better than the 8-9 to have in my hand anyway. Not making intelligent calls here. West, or as 5 peen. I like that. I'd love if more of my... I mean, we got 3 pairs. There's a meld. And some options. Probably ditch the 1 peen next, because we have the 2-4. I mean, I know we have the 4-5, but... with the 2-4, and then we can do pair 5, 6, 7 something. Or if need be, we can just ditch the 2. Like that. Maybe an Ipeco situation here would be fun. Another 5. That's 5 pairs. I mean, is it crazy to think that maybe this is a Chitoi situation? I think this is a Chitoi situation. I think we I think this is the kind of situation where you maybe have a nice snack out of a delicious 7 pairs. And then you get all your points back and you win, and it's fine. Or you even get another one and you can go for Toy Toy. Maybe that could be cool. Yeah, West would have been better. Except, see, now that I discarded it, I'm punished. I'm punished for my hubris. Is going for Toy Toy while waiting on 5s foolish? Maybe. But maybe it's so foolish that they just won't see it coming. And that's the real trick. Even a Grandmaster can be fooled by a novice. Because the novice is not bound by the list of openings. And so maybe I could win while being bad. Oh, I'm so chilly. You need to get a cozy blanket. The pressure shifts have not been kind to me today. I woke up quite achy. Yeah. More Dora that I don't have. Okay, red is now a safe discard. That's nice. That's Dora. God, the cons. Call me Genghis the way I can. There we go. And now Red Dragon wasn't dangerous. Somebody had already called it. So it's fine. Yeah, that's why I was holding it, because I was like, I can just scuttle my hand with it if need be. And then they discarded it, and I was like, well, now it's safe. Now I have a freebie. This 1-2 is my least valuable, but I'd like to make use of that Dora if possible. Another 1. Ditch the 5 for now, but we'll probably ditch the 2 next. Otherwise, we're pretty close. If we get a 3 for this, we could end up ditching a 6 to get pair. Or, you know, maybe do something else to get functional pair there. Ditch the 2. We could Ipeco on 7, 8, 9, otherwise I'll just ditch the 9 and you have 6, 7 anyway. Either way, we'd be waiting in the double-sided for 2, 3. I like that. I like an Akka. It's a 4. So this is still 6 tiles. I can accept. And we'll go with that. Incredibly risky discard. But I need points. And if getting on Tenpai is my path to that, What do you have? What do you have in here? It's not a dragon. It's not your Seatwind. Are you just going? Is that just a Doratanya? Yeah. Because what? They could have Tanya, Dora 2, Akka 1 is the best they could have. No, just Tanya, Dora, Tanya, Akka 1. Yeah, if they draw 1 mon, they have to discard. There we go. And a Tsumo for my troubles. Ah, no. No aura. But we make a little bit of cash back. That's something. Your South, Dora is 6. It's 1 is bad. 3, 4, 5 I like. 7, 9's not great, but it's something. The red is burning a hole in my pocket. We have an angle to an early Tenpai here. I like that. I know the 1 could have done something with the 3 if I drew a 2, but I probably would have been better than the 7, 9. I already discarded the 1 though, so figure I'd rather not paint more corners around myself. May as well give myself options where I can. One away. I'd love it if I picked up a 2/5 so and I could wait on the triple. But honestly, I'll take anything at this point. Because if I can peak 30k and then just not lose next deal, I'm sitting pretty. I should put on my gloves. That would help with me being a little chilly. I always forget I have my gloves here I can wear. Oh, compression gloves. Okay, that's a 5 beam that we could have used. Don't want to ditch the 6 beam. Don't give me that little stinker emote. Get out of here. They're 4. It's safe. And honestly, the more discards they do, the more likely it is that they deal in, not me. So I'm not gonna call Ricci, but that gets me on Tanyao with a safe discard. So And then if I draw like a 5 or something. Please. Okay, that's fine. I just don't want to deal into the reach. That's safe. Hmm. Okay. We don't deal in. And we don't repeat. It's our deal. I'll last. Just try not to fuck it up. 6, so the 1 is bad. The 9 mon is bad. Let's kill the wind first. We'll ditch the 1 and then the 9. Okay, I like this. Got some 4-5 synergy here. Stencil, Sanshoko on 4-5-6. I mean, I feel like we got a pretty standard hand here. Like, I think that's the play. Just get the 10-5. Not super concerned with, like... Okay, another 8. I like that. Let's ditch the 1. Because if we triple 3, 4-5-6, 4-5-6, wait on the 4-5. That'd be nice for Sanshoku, but I'm not going to hold my breath for it. Yeah, we just call reach. Because if we score the hand, we get to go again. Hi, Sophie. Welcome. Just doing some gold room matches. Trying not to get beaten too badly. Nice. Nice. Good job. That's always a nice feeling. Squashing bugs. Oh, we just pull out of first. Hell yeah. There we go. There's almost all the points we lost in our first match. Easy peasy. Oh no, I'm sorry. I hope you can find something soon. I know the market's been hell. I'm not sure about where you're at, but at least in my area. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, there's at least one other expert one here. Our first match was all expert 3s, and I was terrified. Or Penis Dora. Okay, I hope some of those leads pay off. I'm rooting for you. I think one of the big things I've noticed about Gold Room as compared to Silver Room is just the play is much faster. People take much less time to deliberate their turns, which I think makes me making rush, like, it gets me making rush decisions sometimes. Because I don't take my time to look at all my options. I'm like, well, everybody's fast. It's so fast. I gotta go fast. And it's like, I can just chill. That probably wasn't the best play. Pair 1, pair 2 is not super useful just on its own. Pairing all over the place. Oh my god. I could have had 5 pairs if I had kept those ones. Oh my god. I don't know why it keeps insisting that I re-allow the word dirtbag every time. I've been percolating on it, but I've had a lot going on, so I haven't had any time to actually like sit down and like write out implementation just yet, unfortunately. But I've been in the concept phases in my brain. I want to get it out, you know, sooner rather than later, but it'll be a while yet. I've been like itching to sit down and work on it, but every time I'm at my computer, I'm like, I'm exhausted. But the big async is just wrapping up. I'm like in go mode for my last slot for that at least, so because that was one thing where it's like I went into this most recent big async really excited, and then the thing happened that happens every big async where I'm like sitting there waiting for 2 items and just like nervously bouncing my leg, and it's like, just chill. So, but seeing that they're doing some custom games is enticing. I'm excited to see what happens next, because they allowed a few custom games in this async, which is not typical. So I'm hopeful that more of the like cool fan implementations are gonna see more of the limelight. But yeah, I'm excited to see where I can take the dirtbag implementation once I actually get it in place. So I was originally thinking of like hooking to a client the way that what are they? Where's the names? But the other like Godot or Godot Archipelago implementations. But then I saw somebody talking about Godot like webhook stuff and using that instead for Archipelago stuff. So I'll have to see. Obviously, the first step is randomization, and then figuring out how to hook it to Archipelago. I'm enjoying this Ipeiko. I would love to build the rest of my hand. Okay. I mean, I don't think we're gonna get on Tenpai unless we get exceptionally lucky. We got exceptionally lucky. Yeah, I'll call reach. That's quite late. It's probably not advisable. Yeah. I just saw the shiny things in my hand and went, boy, I would love to have those. Did not think about how we had 4 tiles left in the wall. Oh, I will say, because I was talking about this last week, I haven't opened TikTok since like last Saturday. I'm successfully evading the influence of TikTok in my life. So that's been nice. That's been good. And now that I'm back on Xiaohongshu, I'm cooking more stuff. I just did another batch of, mostly because I keep seeing good-looking food, and I'm like, damn, I need to cook something. But there are a couple things from Xiaohongshu that I want to cook because I saw recipes for them on Xiaohongshu. But I did a Cantonese-style orange sauce the other night that I tossed some breaded chicken in. Did a little impromptu orange chicken situation. Because I had like 6 oranges, and I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do with these? But that, I've wanted to do that for a while, because the food pantry keeps giving me oranges, and I'm like, I don't eat oranges straight up. So I have to turn them into something. And that slapped, as always. Ipeco, hear me out. Hear me out. We could get an Ipeco here and it would be pretty tasty. Ipeco Aka 1. Potential Aura. Up to 3. But that was really good. I had my little orange chicken dealio and watched some of the Solitary Gourmet series that I've been watching with friends on Sunday nights. And then probably later today, I'm gonna try and break down. I have a bunch of apples that I got from the food pantry as well that I'm gonna try and break down into cinnamon apples because I've been back on my oatmeal kick. And oatmeal with cinnamon apples is, I think, one of the greater foods. So we'll see. Oh, do I have lemon juice? Maybe I'll have to pick up some lemon juice today if I don't have any. It's just like a little bit of lemon juice in when you're stewing down fruit is always nice. But I'm gonna do a big batch of spaghetti. I'm gonna, I have to figure out what to do with, I have so much chicken. Because I have like a frozen, you know, broken down chicken. And I was trying to pull out a couple thighs to defrost the other day because I want to try making this ginger chicken soup. And all the chicken is frozen together. So I'm gonna have to thaw it at the same time and then use a bunch of chicken. So I've been trying to think of ways to use chicken, and that's where the Xiaohongshu recipes come in. There's a couple great recipes for just like doing a quick like braised chicken, you know, with just diced boneless thigh or whatever. So I'll have to debone it, but I was looking at doing that anyway. Okay, Seat Wind. If we get I mean, Seat Wind, Aka 1, I think would be enough to pull us into second. If we're careful about not dealing in. Chicken is definitely one of the fiddlier meats. Okay, that's... Roth, not west. Oh, yeah. Because it's the 800 would be the problem. Yeah, well, now there's a reach bet in the mix. I just have to be careful not to deal in while we're doing this. Four is something. Do 2, 3, 4 here. I really am worried about this green. If I ditched it earlier, maybe we would be okay, but like... Okay, it worked out. Another 8. I'm gonna ditch the 2, 4 here. With being able to pawn the 8 as higher value. Yeah, now we have potential for a pawn there. Two, 4 were a bit risky because they're chasing to the 3, but 4 is Suji with 7 and 1. But 2, I have less of a justification for. Okay, we got that. Ditch the 6. Because we could always... Chi. No, because Chiing then... we con this. Okay. Okay, we end in third. I'll take it. Alright, I think I got time for one more. And then I have to go run errands. -9 is not terrible. I mean, it's not good, but it's not the worst. But yeah, chicken is one of the more fussy meats. I feel like the dark meat behaves better. Especially if you're doing something with a longer cooking time, like a braise or a slow cook or something like that. Chicken breast is like, I feel like it's so easy to make it dry. I generally try to avoid it unless I'm doing like a thin pounded, like breaded fried situation. Chicken white meat is definitely very, it's frustrating to cook well. Dark meat, at least, it's like, it's hard to overcook dark meat. So as long as you're hitting 165, like, you're probably fine. White meat is like, turns to chalk, in my experience. I know there are people who can cook it well. I am not among them. But so I was thinking, for some of the extra thigh meat, I'll just skin and debone it, chop it into chunks, and then braise it. I've been seeing, apparently one of the, like, Chinese, like, new cook recipes that's quite popular is, like, cola chicken, cola braised chicken, which is essentially just a red braise, except instead of the tungsa caramel, you're just using the existing sugars and caramel coloring and stuff in the cola, which seems smart. That's a neat idea. But you can also do the same thing without using cola. You know, you can do like a honey soy raise situation. So that's my plan for a good bit of the rest of it. And then for the soup, I'm just going to put essentially... Yeah, we lose the Aka, but we get on Tenpai. I'm essentially just going to take the skin off, and there we go. And put a couple of leg quarters in the bottom of the pot. And do a pretty simple ginger chicken soup. Yeah, that's the problem, is like if you cook chicken poorly, there's a significant health risk. Like, if you undercook like beef, it's not good for you, but like the odds of salmonella I think are relatively low. Whereas if you cook chicken poorly, you're probably going to get food poisoning. Which is why I tend towards the dark meat, because you can cook it for longer and it doesn't dry out. You can make sure it's well above that 165 safety margin. I did this. Yeah, let's do 3, 4, 5. Because now check it. We could get a Sanchoku situation. That's pretty tasty. Because already with the hand open, we couldn't do anything with Ipeko anyway. Three, four, five. Hogging. I'm champing. But yeah, when I cook chicken, I tend to slow cook it or do braises and stuff like that, because then I feel confident like that it's coming up to temp. And I have a laser thermometer and a meat thermometer. You know, I use the meat thermometer to check chicken nuggets when I take them out of the oven. I'm quite thorough. It's one of those things where like there's not a ton of risk if you're thorough, but it's very easy not to be. So like I understand people's trepidation around it. White meat is okay for slow cooking at least, because like you can take it past the like overcooked dry stage to a like it has become a sauce. Right? Like it's broken down so much that it's just kind of like little wisps in whatever you're cooking. I'm fine with that, but like I feel like it's really easy to get, especially if you shred it, you know, and you toss it in barbecue sauce or something, then it doesn't really matter. But I stray away from white meat because I feel like it's really easy to cook poorly. But I have a bunch of it, so I gotta figure out what to do with it at some point. I'll probably like butterfly it and then do a do like a chicken Milanese situation where it's just really thin and breaded, so you don't have to worry about it cooking through because it's so thin. I was way when I was going to university, I was like way overestimating how much I would actually cook. I was like, oh, there's like a stove in the common area, and like I could go cook there, and I want to do all that. And then I got to university, and I'm like, I'm fucking exhausted. I'm not cooking a damn thing. I was also like very depressed, so that probably didn't help. But yeah, with classes and shit, it's like I'm not doing that. The most I'm gonna do is boil water in a kettle. Yeah, it turns out, who'd have thought? And now that I'm like an adult, um, it's like yeah, I relish cooking, and I don't get to do it that often because I'm fucking exhausted. Not much choice when you're hungry and it's 3:30 a.m. That is where you break out the kettle and the instant ramen, which technically is cooking. Um, just went and delayed the ad because this is our last match here. I'm not gonna run an ad right before we finish it. I have been enjoying the honey ginger tea concentrate I picked up from the Asian market. I think it's a Korean brand because I was looking for like a ginger black sugar um, situation that I've had before, but um, the honey ginger has been really nice. It's very soothing and quite spicy. And I think they have like honey citron ones as well. But that's been nice because, especially with the In Stars and Time streams, I've been using my voice so much. I need to soothe my throat. Okay. 5-6 is something. We can snag an easy win here. We're one away. I feel like electric kettles are like more dangerous than a lot of people think. Because people are like, oh, I'll just like leave it going or whatever. And it's like, it does have like a very hot plate in the kettle. So like, don't leave it next to stuff. It helps like now having like a kitchen where like the kettle has a place and it is not next to anything that will catch fire. In university, it's like that's just right next to everywhere. That's not ideal, and we do lose. It's just enough to take over 30k. All right. Unfortunately, I have errands to run, but we're doing okay. We're still like above half of the rank bar, so I'm not. It's not the worst. We did all right today. And it was all gold room today instead of a mixture. Have a good one, y'all. Let's see, is there anyone hanging around to raid? Doesn't really look like it. Alright. I see y'all next time. Wednesday, we have M6, and I'm going to do my epilogue victory tour of In Stars and Time, so a lot more voice acting. And then Friday M6, and we'll figure out what's next. I might start my Shadow the Hedgehog all missions run, which will be interesting. Yeah, felt, Sophie. It feels like every day is a big day these days. Alright. Well, y'all get some rest. I'll see you next time. Bye.